Unity Broadcasting Television don't come for unify, sensitize, and inform Salon people home and abroad. Unity Broadcasting TV don't come.
For developments now we country TV.
Unify, sensitize, and inform we all.
For developments now we nation Salon.
Unity Broadcasting TV don't come.
For developments now we country TV.
Unify, sensitize, and inform we all.
For developments now we nation Salon.
We now independent media house. We dey here for unify, sensitize, and inform Sierra Leoneans home and abroad.
We dey are so for talk, but waiting they happen. Political discussion,
You for know about Salon politics.
religious messages, entertainment self no go left bien.
We not go left nothing bien no.
Unity Broadcasting TV don't
For
come.
developments now we country TV.
Unify, sensitize, and inform we
For
all.
developments now we nation Salon.
Unity Broadcasting TV don't
For
come.
developments now we country TV.
Unify, sensitize, and inform we all.
For developments now we nation Salon.
This not the team them where we dey talk, but
Sierra Leone political history.
defeating the lives of fake people.
Waiting they be na social media.
One-on-one interview, we go bring you all the hot topics.
Unity Broadcasting TV say,
And we let peace and better Salon.
Unity Broadcasting TV don't
For
come.
developments now we country TV.
Unify, sensitize, and inform we all.
Indeed, Lawilekwisef and Better Salon. Today, na the 3rd day of March 2026. Now, so I will take welcome on all to the program. Unity Broadcasting Morning Show. This is the 2nd edition of this week. You within your house, you area, make sure say. Be sure say you dey watch we from we 48 Shaka Stephen Street and via we Facebook and YouTube channel. My name na Elizabeth Kefue Gembe. As the discussion around the appointment of Sylvester Alpha, it don't show out, and the opposition don't come out with the 48 hours ultimatum. This don't spark a lot of discussions around. Some man they say the opposition not for don't put the cats before the horse. Others they say the opposition for don't wait whilst they meet the international community, and now to the All People's Congress, then get a very firm decision where we go can ask a member of parliament na the western area, Honorable Mahmood Kamara, he go can't tell we waiting at the continuous stance on the ultimatum where them be don't give. On the other hand, the Sierra Leone People's Party, they self get a stance where they don't take, and the world stand where they feel say the appointment and approval of Sylvester Alpha, it is constitutional, a day within the 1991 Constitution. On the side of the Sierra Leone People's Party, the PRO, when I the Master Sabi spokesman for the party, himself go can talk to we about their stand. The program na Unity Broadcasting Morning Show with phone line, official line at 076946. Now there we dey take and read text messages with they via normal message and WhatsApp message. Be sure for take you messages responsible. Law will not attack personality, law will go straight to the point. Me own name again, I'm Elizabeth Kefue Gembe. We go take a quick commercial break where we come and we go usher in with 2 guests then. Stay tuned.
How you just smile for yourself so?
Ogwambon, that boku ting for the Bambai, don't.
Will you stop talking now, yeah?
Hey, nothing no sweet like. Where you don't dey keep for the Bambai. Then you still get chance for take loan, but that money where you don't dey keep for the Bambai.
So you do. As you boss pan jackpot so. You don't make it pull payable.
This is past jackpots. Where I tell you, say, Ogdonborn, Amina, I don't qualify for take loan. You remember that meeting when Nasit been keep for waiting at the informal sector?
Wait. That Boku Talk meeting?
Not to Boku Talk. It don't happen.
Wait till it happen. If you know talk, they go inside.
Hey, you know say Nasit been promise we say Nasit not there for the one the way they work in the office no more so. Now that's why they don't come up with the salon informal sector pension scheme. That means say elect you a fisherman, keke rider, bike rider, marketing man, tailor, anyone now. Once that you self you they work for, or even if you they work for
All right, welcome back to the program now, Unity Broadcasting Morning Show. I get inside the studio two gentlemen where we can discuss around the appointment and approval of Sylvester Edmond Alpha. Of recent, a 48-hour ultimatum was given by the All People's Congress in rejection to the appointment and approval. A lot of people ask a question, like social media, whether the All People's Congress then puts the cats before the horse or then puts the horse before the cats. We see where the tripartite become as an agreement, where now that's the All People's Congress they bank on. That's them for don't adhere to the tripartite. We go ask the question to the Honorable whether indeed they put the cats before the horse or the horse before the cat. When a letter being sent to them for then notice, say then they appoint or they don't appoint Edmond Sylvester Alpha. On the other hand, the Sierra Leone People's Party then gets a stand, say the 1991 Constitution is supersede all other statements na the nation. Then consider and say na a goodwill discussion way then be done do. This morning, I don't be joined by two gentlemen. One from the All People's Congress, a honorable from the Western area, Honorable Mahmoud Kamara. Good morning and welcome to Unity Broadcasting.
Good morning and thank you for having me.
All right, and also gets the PRO for the Sierra Leone People's Party, Moses Mambu. Good morning and welcome to Unity Broadcasting, sir.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
All right, so we're there for discuss around the appointments and approval of Sylvester Alpha. I will start with you, Honorable Kamara. We see a 48 hours ultimatum we appear very short to the cease operation from Parliament. The nation demand say this na something we wanna forbidden do later, we wanna decide for doing further. The essence for this na a way for law na prevent governance or law na make the government paralyzed.
Thank you very much. To start with, an officer we do we need for do later. We do in time. We all see the east. We come about this appointment of Edmond Sylvester Alpha. We can recall all what happened. We be doing discussion for review the 1991 Constitution. We appear for being mandatory from the tripartite recommendations. For make sure say what happened in 2023 will not get a repeat of them. We in the middle of that discussion stay. For make sure say what happen not happen again, then we see the urgency when this government go ahead and appoint Edmond Sylvester Alpha. So we supposed to do at the right time for make sure say we communicate, we position to the government with the hope say they go listen. But unfortunately it not happen so if we for do it later, when already they go ahead and appoint Edmond Sylvester Alpha, I think say enough for me they in line with what you for me do. For me do it. And we not get no intention for stifle government activities. If we now they follow, since we take governance, we accept for going to governance. We don't approve, we don't do parts for make sure so we approve all the appointments the presidents don't come with in the parliament. All, what say all with the exception of Edmond Sylvester Alpha. The only appointment we don't ever walk out of parliament on. Now the same Edmond Sylvester. So which means we don't support government in every aspect for make sure say they succeed. So for us in opposition, for local withhold with activities, with participation into governance, not to in any way for stifle government, it dey in place for make sure say the president go list away. I would expect say for list away.
All right, somebody will say, why is una been go get a moral guarantors during the tripartite when that's una specifically the base on? And when una been received that letter from the president, that for don't be the first call for go back to the moral guarantors, go tell them, say, we can get an agreement, but something is going out or shifting out. But when I write a letter first, now the day when they appoint or approve the gentleman, then when I go now na embassies or to the moral guarantors. Why when I decide for put the cat before the horse than doing that before?
Sorry, but I don't know what you mean say putting the cat before the horse.
Like meeting the international community before.
No.
Than writing
I
with
think
an ultimatum.
No, the word say we put the cat before the horse.
No, that's the question. That's the question people are saying.
It actually not appropriate because
it is not my view. Whatever I say here
at least
is what the public says. Sir. Yes, sir.
I start just now saying we're in the middle of reviewing the 1991 Constitution, we're in line of the tripartite agreement. If you don't mind, let's take you back.
Sure.
During the 2023 election, what it done, we get so much discrepancy on the outcome of the election. The APC believes they will not lost the election day, and to this day we still hold that view. But because APC is a very peaceful party, we decide for hold back, not for participating in governance. So because of that one day, the international partners together with the government, they decide for putting on a round table called the Bintumania agreement, when at the agreement of national unity. In the agreement for national unity, it gets 8 points them. Waypoint 3 make and clear say for participate back in governance. And as well as forget the tripartite committee for look we go iron out all the wrongs in the 2023 election. APC being a peaceful party will make sure say we participate in governance at all levels, local councils as well as parliament. We expect say the government everything we don't go agree. They say for implement them in good faith for the peace and stability of this nation. In their reviews today, now for make sure say what happen in 2023 we not ever get a repeat of again. No, we don't forget that particular election, and the first election from 1991 to date, when nobody, which I mean by nobody, no international observers to this day don't ever congratulate President Bill for that particular outcome of the election day. Even the national organizations them none know the way observe the election. We don't congratulate President Bill to this day for the election day. Because the election be made with so much doubt. I could say it not be transparent at all. So all that put together, we sit, the APC, the government, with our moral guarantors. We put together a series of points them we agree on, the government agree on, and we sign those agreements in good faith. Hope you say the government will follow each and every one of them with the hope say what will happen in 2023 you know ever repeat again in this country. Unfortunately, we at the middle for start the implementation, especially the one who get for do electoral reforms them. Then it was a shock. Why to the debate for make sure say we get a better election in the future. For look we receive a letter say they don't go ahead and appoint Edmund Sylvester Alpha, one of the key culprits who make we get a very ugly outcome of the 2023 elections. Then we see the emergency in the appointment. They send the letter. They say within 3 days for respond views. Imagine just 3 days. But notwithstanding that, we need for communicate clearly your own position on that, which we did. So we would expect, say, when once we don't communicate to the president on opposition, they before call we to attention for look the listen. But instead, they insist say they will go ahead and approve. Now that lead we for look say feared for saying that ultimatum say we go back from government because we don't go agree with the hope say we not go conduct an election in the future. We will get some of all the lapses they will pick out from the 2023 election. So basically, the government is trying for communicate to say the tripartite agreements will go sign. Will go sign right inside State House. They not do it in good faith. They insist on appointing Edmond Sylvester Alpha because the government does not care about the peace and stability of this nation. So the time frame be short when they communicate to we within 3 days for reply. So within that 3 days stay, within the week, we hope for go see some of the moral guarantors them. So the time not be available, therefore say we get all the time in the world. So we act within the time frame more available to we. Like I say, we not be foresee that coming. Because we in the middle of constitutional review.
So then take on surprise.
It was a surprise.
All right, now we come to PRO. PRO now, you don't see the claim from the opposition that the appointment of Sylvester Edmond Alpha and a breach of the tripartite agreement. And now that the APC don't boycott Parliament, Una as a party, are you guys happy about it?
So make us start by correcting Honorable on few things. Just one before I go to the point, because I get a lot of points here for make this morning. First of all, after they declare the election win in 2023, AU, winner the African bloc, congratulated the president of Salon. ECOWAS congratulated the president of Salon, President Bio. Commonwealth congratulated the president of Salon, plus 32 other countries that send individual, including Turkey and other countries, they send individual congratulatory message to the president of Salon. But all left down there. I want to start my conversation this morning by quoting President Nkrumah, former president of Salon, in December 2012 in Parliament. President Nkrumah make this statement. He said, Mr. Speaker, in my last address here, I told parliamentarians in the habit of walking out and boycotting Parliament that they might be boycotted by the people. I make this quote because APC can look for on away from the responsibility in a Parliament. And at the end of the day, we don't get for go back for face the people then get for boycott them by voting someone else, especially voting for the SNPP. We're ready for stay in a Parliament and fight. Even when SNPP not be want in 2008, 2012 will not be want again. We head of parliamentary delegation, opposition leader by then, Honorable Bernadette Lai, who say be the place of games, the party not be want again. We see how APC government team up for protector. But SLPP stayed in Parliament and continue fighting for the people, because that is the mandate we'll get from the people. So, Honorable, therefore, be careful, let them not boycott them one day, because unless Nkrumah and MB don't talk. That's one. You see, this conversation is in twofold. The whole conversation around the appointment of the ECSL commissioner is in twofold. One, legality. Two, the political aspect. So now, so the conversation there. The legal aspect of the appointment, APC don't avoid that. They focus now on the political aspect of the appointment. But although the side of the appointment, they don't lost the argument. In fact, the legal aspect, they lost are woefully, so they self-agree. You see, this is the first time in my life for where I'm born, where I see APC, they agree on something.
And which platform or which press statement?
No, in all of them. In all of them.
No, but if they say this, this not a big tag. They say the APC agree. They have a press release where they can pull out. Have they issued out any press release say the legal aspects who've agreed?
Yes.
How?
They agree on that because when you read the press release, they not question the legality of appointing the ECSL commissioner.
Okay.
We listen all them PR people there, where they go around media, and they follow them. Me party in power. So SLPP is the biggest political party. So as the spokesperson for that kind big organization, they follow everything. All they do now the media they follow. I can tell you, say APC when it comes to the legal aspect, the legal processes for appoint Edmond Alpha, APC agree with them. They don't get questioned. They don't get questioned against them. The aspects where they get questioned, now the political aspect. Now look come first to the legal aspect. What you make us say, they know they take away on debate on the legal aspect. The Constitution of Salon 1991, when an APC writer, people are all wanna know the 1991 Constitution, now APC na writer. In that constitution, under that 1991 constitution, now they we don't begin elect with president them from 1996. Now so we don't begin elect with president them. So President Bio, they elect him under 1991 constitution. So that constitution there is not altered. What I mean is not altered, they not suspend them. A day, the function, now they work with. That is the ground law. The constitution big pass any other law in this country. So now we need to use right now. Okay? The 2003 elections, they conduct them under the 1991 Constitution and the ECSL Act of 2022. Now then two documents then they use for conduct the 2023 election. Now, what to make us say the legal argument they're not a goodie because they don't lose and they agree is that Section 32 of the Constitution, Section 32(3) of the Constitution, very clear on waiting for do what you want for appoint the ECSL commissioner. In fact, that same section there within the Constitution, something they were APC they hide from back because it costs them so hard. The drafters of the Constitution, madam, very smart. As I said, the APC write the Constitution. In the wordings of Section 32(3), the wordings, the word like where you read sentence, they say for make the president appoint an ECSL commissioner. They say again for consult with leaders of political parties. In the wordings, they not say again for consult the main opposition, again for consult the party we can second, or again for consult unity. No, they not mention. They say if for consult with leaders of registered political parties. In that article, they imagine when I make you see the other political party, they be going to say why were they not involved in the tripartite? Because when it comes to political decisions of a country, the political parties they make, and the Constitution very clear and not say let interreligious president for consult interreligious council for appoint ECSL commissioner or president for consult SLTU before you appoint. No, it say because you know the people are within the context of the politics, the people are where they play the politics, the political party them, the Constitution, the drafters say the presidents for consult with leaders of political parties. Now, these are questions we may you for help for put to honorable this morning. Question number 1. Did President Bio satisfy Section 32(3) of the Constitution? That's question number 1 before you appoint Edmond Alpha. Under that same question, they inside the word is now of Section 32(3), did the President of Salon consult leaders of political parties? Question number 2 to honorable. Question number 3. What was the reply of the 14 registered political parties regarding the consultation where the president do on the appointment of Edmond Alpha? I don't ask honorable 3 questions. And also when you and they can converse when I go talk about that. Then 3 questions and they need to be asked. But let people understand. For me, your answer. Maybe honorable will get in your answer. Answer number 1. Yes, Section 32(3) was satisfied in the appointment of Edmond Alpha. Now, under Section 33, also under Section 32(3), the leaders of political parties were consulted. According to the database of PPRC, 14 registered political parties in Salon today. 14 were consulted. 12, including the SLPP, 12 out of the 14 agreed, gave the president the clearance. In fact, when I host the NGC chair, leader and chairman, I always say, they invite Edmond Alpha to the office, not also, then create interview panel. They interview am from start to finish. They call for his CV, not so. Then vet am. They went through vetting process before the NGC writes back after 3 days to the president, giving accent to the president for making appoint Edmond Alpha. So then did that. The SLPP, we consulted around, we consulted all our legal structure under the SLPP before they gave us green light, because we said don't suffer consequences na Edmond Alpha hand. Mind you, Edmond Alpha be there 2007. Oh. You get me, eh? Who they put in a power. Edmond Alpha be don't close to Christian Atop in 2012, where Christian Atop cancel 477 police station na Kailao. When we on strong road for be beat in the first round for beat and Eskroma first round ballot. Christian Atop disqualified Edmond Alpha, and so he be sit down and left. He sit down there. He no grapple. He was sitting right there. You understand, eh? But what you make we give clearance for the appointer, because this is a commissioner we don't survive successive regimes. They still keep her. So which mean it gets some amount of credibility. You get me, eh? Because if APC can have power, they keep you as commissioner. SLPP can still keep you as commissioner, even though you don't participate in both of them party, then they losing and coming to power. Because Edmond Alpha don't participate in APC coming to power. He was there in APC coming to power. He been there SLPP coming to power. So it don't do all these years. So we look and say, it not only gets institutional memory, but it don't do under successive transitions of power. You understand, eh? So we approve. So we went ahead and did. So 12 out of 14, mama, if you do mathematics, they say democracy is about the majority. That don't mean say the voices of the minority not important too. No important. But if 12, they say, "Lord, vote now, me and you too, me and you." Would that be the spokesperson for unity? They will get 14 staff that unity. 12 of their staff can't be me. You say they go away. No, so because if 2 no more they be you, 12
all right,
can't be you.
Now we hold this. According to the opposition, then decide they make mention of in character say a very questionable, and that it undermined the peace of the agreements, the unity agreements. For say no other person not been there at all under the LCPP wona for choose or wona for gladdy for or the government except Edmond Alpha.
Elizabeth.
Nobody. Well, I mean, nobody not been gets this qualification or gets this kind of flame where it go do this work effectively except Edmond Alpha.
Elizabeth. Emotions, accusations, counter accusations, not to law. It don't mean say if APC accuse Edmond Alpha, he don't commit crime. No. And this is where they are missing the point. Have APC ever tested the legal instrument they're within this country for prove somebody right or wrong? No. They talk about Edmond Alpha saying a Kabbalah. It was an allegation. Have they proved it in the court of law? No. They say the 2023 election was rigged. Have they proved it in the court of law? No. They have not done that. You see, this game mode they play, we are governed by laws. So if you want to take political action, self na your hand, test the law first. You see, in the case of Sansumana, when they sacked Sansumana in 2015, Sansumana knew that the judiciary they under APC. But he not say no, let don't go na the Supreme Court. He wanted for test the law of Salon and then make history for precedent's sake for the future. So he tested the Supreme Court of the land. When they sack he go na Supreme Court, the Supreme Court say Supreme Court uphold the government in your position. So wait a minute,
Mambu no center this around
no, now the premise and the why are they say so? There are so many Sierra Leoneans we qualify for BECSL. But again, the president gets powers under the constitution for consult with political parties for appoint anybody. It can be anybody.
But is the president a listening president?
Of course, the president is listening.
Why did he not listen to the All People's Congress?
Listen to All People Congress and left the 12.
As a main political
and no, the constitution not say consult with main. This is the point. The president in this case acted in the spirit of the constitution. The constitution, if section 32(3) be say, president, do ya in your consultation, please pay great attention to the main opposition. Because then get Boku supporters there. The president before don't do it. But the constitution not say so. The constitution characterize every political party as equal. So the make section 32(3) say consult with leaders of registered political party Now that is it.
All right,
if
before I go to-
if the spirit of
Yeah.
the constitution say let you do so, imagine if the president will break the constitution. Like we get constitutional crisis. Now account to the tripartite because now they APC they don't focus the which
No, but before you go to
aspect.
before you go to the tripartite, now you don't do all explanation. Are you guys happy that they have boycotted Parliament?
No, we'll never be happy, but we know the APC the entire playbook on how they want to approach the 2028 election. SLPP gets we have the whole playbook on how they want to approach the 2028 elections. But some of the things where they miss the point in their approach to the 2028 elections is that APC they forget say law and in a salon. As far as them concerned, law not in a salon to them. They know they test the judicial system within a salon at all. Then they use order. And Elizabeth, for God's sake, there is no way you go heaven without you not die. You don't go say me what in so I want go heaven. But when they say die, you say no, me I don't want die. No, you must die before you go to heaven. Before you think say you want to go to heaven.
Mambu, let's
so
go.
for me, APC need for begin for test the legal instrument the way in a salon, at least for precedent's sake and posterity's sake. Let APC say okay. Would they challenge the appointment of Edmond Alpha because the president don't broke the law? The president don't go against the spirit of the tripartite agreement. Would they take on at the Supreme Court? The Supreme Court of the land can make decision on the appointment whether the president follow the law or the spirit of the tripartite agreement or not. But you cannot take political action and then forget say no, we know they use the law. When you go to greater democracies, for example, when Donald Trump puts tariff now around the whole world. Democrats they came together, they went to the Supreme Court of the land. They came and go to the Supreme Court. They don't say would they boycott Congress, would they walk out of Congress. No, they went to the Supreme Court of the land, and the Supreme Court of the land overturned the president's decision for imposed tariff, unlimited tariff around the world. So that is what you do. You take political when you take political actions. Part of them political actions, then you back them up with the legal processes we lay down. Because if honorable is called honorable today, where is lawyer, there are legal provisions will make it be honorable. Legal provision and the way you don't satisfy before they call an honorable. So you know they say the entire country, you they forget about the judicial system, you they forget about the constitution, you they take the law within the country, you they take an EU hands for make you fair. International community or the EU where they go meet. EU is not the constitution of Salon. If EU they come, the government they lay the constitution before the EU do ya. What law have I broken? Which part now the constitution? Because those countries where EU self they come up from, they are governed by laws. Then they operate based on their own constitution. Now I make I tell you now, say I want to come to the point where APC then they make for say the tripartite arrangement will go into with APC.
All right, why would they cancel that arrangement where the tripartite and the APC make with the LCPP? Let's just come back to honorable. It don't make so many claims. Number one, it say we not question the legality, we not accept in we not press statement. Because even in as a PRO, any side where it go, it follow the media. Nobody has contend that. Before I ask you any question, is that true, sir?
One thing you will get to understand, this whole argument about appointing Edmond Sylvester Alpha has never been about the legality of him.
Okay.
I think you say we don't accept. No, we never debate about the legality of Section 32(3). We never. Once again, what the public get for understand that the APC not ever go into agreement with SLPP. The APC enter into agreement with the government of Sierra Leone, and the government of Sierra Leone get a constitutional mandate for any agreement where they go into for and on behalf of the people of this country for make sure say it implementable. So the tripartite now between the APC and the government of Sierra Leone. So whatever we go agree yonder, we agree for the peace and stability of this nation. So if after we don't take so much time, resource for make sure say we go through that process, we complete them to a point, we go inside State House, we sign them, we expect the government do that in good faith. Or for make sure say we see say that they implement to the point where they continue for emphasize on we get for do with the constitution. Say the president acts within the constitution. Yes, no doubt about it. But the very section where the president hold, Section 32(3), where the president hold for go ahead and appoint Edmond Sylvester Alpha, that very part of the constitution, day before in a parliament for a review. Don't forget where I start. I tell you, say the 2023 election, it will pick out so many irregularities where they particularly for amend for make sure say this doubt we covered all over the 2023 election will not get again starting from 2028 election. So Now that make for amend section 32(3), we give the absolute power on the president after consultation with political party for appoint electoral commissioner. So the drafters of the tripartite committee, they agree, they say, you know what, this power to work on the president. Let us get a review where go get a search and nomination committee where they don't work solely now for make sure see they go in search of people where for be electoral commissioners them. They vet them. At the end of the day, they choose 3 of them people. They send them to president. The board go still rest on the president for choose 1, but the 3 the way the committee go don't send. Then the absolute power will rest in section 32(3) on the president for just consult political parties and go ahead and appoint. So that in the future, trust will be in the process. As we see in 2023, no trust will be in the process currently. But in future election, one for say when one say announce, say so person I win election, everybody go see them and say, oh yes, we okay with the process. But the such a nomination committee, where the recommendation 36 don't outline on how we go about them, where definitely the government I don't go present them that document to win a parliament, we they in the process of discussing it. We believe say we did in line with the government. They all of a sudden, like I tell you, see, they shock we. They go ahead. They say they now recourse back to section 32(3) and for go ahead and appoint Edmund Sylvester Alpha. So clearly, which means all the time will be waste with the unity agreement to the tripartite. The government will be doing good faith.
All right, Honorable. I've been getting a lawyer yesterday on that seat who say the PRO Sidom. He say the APC formed small because at the time where we have been signed that unity agreement, we don't allow them enact in a parliament. But the document is said to be a goodwill. I quote Dana lawyer Semge Mara. He said a goodwill document. Now to you, when you feel say this tripartite for don't take effect, where go supersede this appointment?
One thing, the tripartite gets time frame. Since we sign the tripartite, the government not always done the gap on the implementation of that particular document. Not forget, not only the APC responsible for make sure say do everything was stated there, they implement, and the government for presenter. So the government, why the government not presenter in the first place in the parliament? For local enact them. But never mind, we get the review now day before we go amend. We get still 2 years to election. I sure say if the government really mean them, within the next 2 to 3 months, we will complete all the amendments here. Then later, we can use their processes then now for make sure say at the end of the day, we appoint somebody, we go be electoral commissioner, where at the end of the day, we go announce results, we no go create issue, we no go create doubt in this country here. So all of those, the government no watching to them. Like I tell you, I don't believe say this government care about the peace and stability of this nation. They're not concerned, not only concerned. Because if you really they care about the peace and stability of this nation, like how we don't own the peace of what happened in 2023, we sit back, I believe say they forgo according to for the good of the people of this nation. But the government don't mean good.
All right, before I come to you, let's ask Honorable this question. You know, when you boycott a sitting as a member of parliament, a very key to the one that we vote you in. At this point, standing your ground, it's very hard. Say you know they go in a parliament, or when not they go in a parliament, the All People's Congress. If he say this not to abandon you, they abandon your seats, and how you family, how you constituents go look at you.
I think the decision they make, we constituents, they very much understand with the position.
But you know, say you constituent not to just one political party.
Let's just come. We get a government, we get a president, we know they listen anything from the opposition. No matter what we do, they don't care. You got a president who believes say it will always be in your way. You know, for every concern we present, now they say you go see the government, they can say, no, I will go show them say now we get power. And you cannot govern people in that way. So you get that kind of government day, like I say, we concern for the peace and stability of this nation. We get the power for say, let us go on a protest for put out we concern them. But if we decide for stay out of governance, I think now one of the way for local protest, so that at the end of the day, we hope say the government will actually listen with concerns. So we just hope say this decision, the president will listen with concerns, and Edmund Sylvester Alpha they will withdraw. Because definitely there is no way
Honorable, your constituent is surrounded by both SLPP, APC, PMDC, and all political parties where they represent. So the question here again, abandoning going to the parliament, not to abandon you, they abandon your seats, and which trust you constituents will still get in you.
I think I respond to that one. Just say we constituents they very much understand.
Okay.
Say we get a government.
All right.
We need to listen to the views and concerns of the opposition, and we get an opposition. We're so peaceful. We want to make sure say the peace of this nation is maintained and it is intact. We get an opposition. We get the authority for make sure say it pull people in the street for look vent out we concerns them, but choose not for take that part day for now. So one of the way we feel say we message can go far, we believe say through that one day the president will listen now for make sure say we stay out of governance, because you know we come with somebody where they at the center of everything where that happen in 2023. You know we come with somebody who don't clearly go on media and tell you say how the election in 2023 happened. Now so back again for happen in 2028, which means clearly it don't communicate say the reform what would they try for put together and no mean nothing to them. So the doubts where they part the 2023 election, where every international observers them don't take note of, including the Qatar Center, the European Union, the AU, all the doubts where they get in the 2023, the outcome of the 2023 election, including you, they not concerned about them. Now that make it go to media and say what's happening in 2023, now go happen in 2028. That kind of person we don't come publicly and say that kind of statement. You really feel that person fit for be electoral commissioner for decide the fate of this nation in 2028? No. And APC as an opposition, we're not going to accept Edmund Sylvester Alpha for Lekki conduct election in 2028. That is out of the picture. That not will happen.
All right, Mambu, you don't hear waiting. Honorable don't say before you react to Honorable. Let me ask you this question: if the boycott continues under this dispensation, and especially with this appointment, and you don't hear way Honorable say they're not going to accept them at all. Una the LCPP within a parliament or you political party in a parliament go continue for sign or pass then bills then into law?
Because we got majority in a parliament, and you know this the standing orders and the constitution of Sierra Leone very clear in terms of how much number of parliamentarians you need for able for push certain legislative. But definitely then continue for boycott, it will affect the amendment bill, especially the entrenched clauses inside the constitution. We need 2/3 majority. So meaning there's 2 APC already, so we just need like 5 or 6 more for join Honorable Mohamed Bangoa and the other one for able pass the tranches inside the constitution. But first, I can't to Honorable.
I think the SLPP not for even be boastful.
So
the majority so they claim na parliament.
Yeah, Arikam. So
all that as a result of people like Edmund Sylvester Alpha of what they do in 2023. Now that make SLPP get a number.
No, Arikam.
It's so shameful. They look for brag about
that. My own time.
In Freetown, for like SLPP go get service seats. Instead that one it don't ever happen. During the first past the post, we don't ever see that kind of thing. They go ahead, take by district, take by portion. They just say shebam. Go na the rural, sheba okay, Lord give them 5, who self take 5. That Freetown, Lord take 7, Lord give them this. Not enough for even be black about it. The governor for ever black say they get 80-something members of parliament there. We all know say now as a result of people like Edmund Sylvester Alpha, the action where they put up in 2023, now that make they continue for brag say they get the majority. No way, no day. I'm telling you this APC by far now the most popular political party in this country.
All right.
If we continue with the first past the post, they very much know say SLPP will always get way below the APC in terms of parliamentary representation. So they should not be boastful about them getting the majority in parliament. Not to tell them for most. They not for even make mention of that because it is shameful.
Moses, you been a land. Go ahead.
No, I don't land. I don't even begin.
No, you okay? Well, start.
I
Where
begin.
you
Unity
start.
have not been fair to the SLPP this morning.
Right.
I must state standing clearly. I don't want to go into argument. You know, say me as Sabi and Passer, but I want to get this hinges on the future of our country and with democracy and with development. So I know they argue. Because I want to explain, make with people and clearly understand and get the point. The point what I be try for make is say SLPP no one peace in this country. They tell that when people like President Bio or Ahmed Tijan Kaba be defeat the war where SLPP in power, honorable be the underbid, be small. Now waka they be the waka.
You see, now
Then tell them.
I think no. I think you got to be decent.
No. Let's go straight. Okay, honorable, hold it right there. Honorable, hold it right there. Mambo, let we discuss around the topic specifically rather than attacking personalities.
Not get a decent conversation.
Okay, apologies for that as the host of this program. Apologies for that. Let's surround the topic.
In 1996, no, I need for reply to him before I make the point where I want to make.
Yeah, but let it.
APC destroyed this country. We lead we into war. Now we SLPP take power in 1996. Now we end the war. We fight the war, including people like President Bio, where they lead this country today. Now we fight for end the war. In fact, there was a time honorable and others, not even one hear that word APC. Now I make way and Escobar come say this is a new APC. SLPP fought the war, and in 2002 we declared the war done. So nobody know in this country we want peace, and we don't promote peace. Now this country reach SLPP. Even with the TRC recommendation, page 18 of the recommendations, we say the government of Salone forgets a commission for promote peace and national cohesion. Udaka enact that law day. Now the SLPP. Now we come today, we get the Peace and National Cohesion Commission, where they exist. And for that commission day, now be help for dialogue between the government of Salone and that of the APC. This is the SLPP for you. Where the TRC recommendation say we for pull the death penalty, we don't pull out. They say we for review the 1965 Public Order Acts, and only SLPP do them. So SLPP is known for promote peace and good governance in this country. APC is known for violence, tactics out for rig elections in this country, and misrule. The evidences are there. Shaka Stevie in memo is still fresh in the minds of certain groups of Sierra Leoneans regarding what's happening. So that now aside. You see, honorable agree with me also, Jishno, where I say they don't get problem with the legality of the appointment of Edmond Alpha. Me and you don't establish her now because ECFG say they don't get no problem with the legality of Edmond Alpha. That's good.
I think
the aspect
would never be about legality.
The aspect, so me and you don't
right,
debate.
Now get the chance so that we go.
Okay, go ahead. What you do so me as Sabia.
All right, Mambo, let's go ahead, Mambo. Let's go ahead.
The aspect where they get now the political aspect. Now let's come to the tripartite agreement. Yeah? But before I come to the tripartite agreement, let me read something for you under section 170 of the Constitution. Because in the SLPP, we believe in law. I read for you under section 170 of the 1991 Constitution. The supremacy of the Constitution under section 170 of the 1991 Constitution. Only the Constitution and laws made pursuant to it have legal force. A recommendation that has not been presented, laid before Parliament, debated, vetted.
Because it's just a round
now,
on the same point.
Now what it come?
We don't get any merit. It's just a round on the same point.
No people understand.
All right, let it just land on this, honorable. I give you opportunity for let you do this clarification. All right, go ahead, Mambo. Let's make this civil. All right, let's make it civil, Mambo. Go ahead, please.
First, the SLPP government, every agreement will go into the APC regarding the National Unity Agreement and the tripartite recommendations, we don't implement them either in full, some in part, some are still ongoing. We not alter them at all. The process still they go on. At Bintumani, we agree on 8 points them under the Unity Agreement. Not so one of which was for President Bio, let make public national statement. Another one, you're a journalist, you say I'm not so. The other one now before letting APC go back in Parliament, not so. The other one now for letting pull political prisoners, you say I'm not so. Where APC and the government be they go back and forth for release the political prisoner there. Not so ma. The other one now for pull the politically motivated cases. It don't done. When last you see someone go to court, then pull all. Not so ma. So the implementation of the Unity Agreement will not alter them at all. Now, part of that resolution now before set the tripartite up. The tripartite will set them up. Government send representative, then they went there. Not so. After that work day, the government set a whole secretariat, the former youth commissioner, Golokata, not only the head now in the head the secretariat for the implementation of the tripartite agreement. The tripartite agreement implementation, they go on.
But one of their major thing was for all the one that we've been partaking in the 2023 elections for go off the system. And Sylvester Alpha was one of them we partake in the 2023 elections. That was the stand of the All People's Congress.
No, All People's Congress stand not to law.
Okay.
What's the All People's Congress? You left to the Wale president, you come out today. Let Samora take over tomorrow. That's the goal of the All People's. Not that they care about this country or the development. All they care about is to take power. That's all. They don't care about processes. No. So for we in the tripartite, we have been implementing the recommendations in good faith. There are certain recommendations with the ECSL for implementer. Part of the recommendations, they target ECSL. One of the recommendations say we forget a systems and processes review audit of ECSL. That have been done. We don't do that systems and processes audit of ECSL. That have been done. But there are dangers. Now let me and you get conversation like civilized people. The amendment bill within a parliament, you're not journalists. You know when it done, man? The process complete. You know when it done? You know, not so. But me and you we don't so. Elizabeth, the next election, you know the date?
Not yet.
No, you know the month.
Yes.
Because for the first time in history, the president way ahead of time don't say November. The next election get for be November 2028. Not so. Yes. So now, two things. You don't know when the amendment bill is done, but you know when the next election. An election a cycle is time bound. The planning for 2028 election started immediately with 2023 election done. Not so. So do you want to tell Sierra Leone and say, no, avoid the 1991 constitution? No, wait, stay the amendment bill, na parliament pass. If the amendment bill pass in 2028, that's the time where they for appoint, they for set up that committee and let them appoint the new ECSL commissioner. Is that what we are saying? That would be a political suicide for this country. It will be a breach of the 1991 constitution. We get time frame clause. So that is why, and Edmond Alpha only acts for 6 months, and the Civil Service Code of Ethics say, for acting in position for more than 6 months. So after 6 months, you for be substantive of therefore bring somebody else. So that is why they bring Edmond Alpha. So if question for say we not only work in the spirit of the tripartite, no, the tripartite implementation is going on. Nothing not alter the tripartite agreement. Nothing not alter the tripartite implementation. But do we want to say like our code section 170? You see what you make honorable interrupt me just now? Because we are code section 170. You don't want to go there. Because section 170 clear. Say no other law. No other law, no matter how it come out, no they supersedes the supreme law of the land, which is the constitution. Yesterday, one of them days you host lawyers, the opposition party to the bar association. You host the president now. When tell you say APC form, you know why? Who say take that court to this? So you remember the commission of inquiry, not so. You remember the processes where the commission of inquiry go to? The commission of inquiry go to certain stages where they set up, including going to parliament pass up, then gazette them, it become law. It get the powers of the high court. It get the powers of the high court. Was the tripartite recommendations gazetted? Was it taken to parliament for debate and enactment? We go be binding at all costs. Whether SLPP come on a power, any other party we can have power, that particular agreement is binding on. So now,
the double standard.
Two things.
They say the government.
They say, well, the government will go into the tripartite agreement with the APC in order for make them hide the whole thing. No, APC went into the tripartite agreement with two objectives. Now you make you find out, say, at the end of the tripartite discussion, na Bookfish Hotel, I don't know if you remember, but I have the clips. The APC walked out of the room. You remember? The APC walked out. Wait, left 3 days for let the tripartite wrap up. They walked out of Bookfish Hotel. You know why they walk out? Because they say they don't meet the two objectives where they go to the tripartite for, which is one, for request for a rerun, for let the election be rerun. Two, for make President Bio step down based on the 70% RRF forms we then get. Now when they go meet Samora Kamara, Dr. Richard Conte, Kelfara Mara, when they come inside they go meet Samora Kamara, say, hey, who don't walk out to? Now Samora Kamara tell them, say, wanna go back. They say, go back. So when they talk so today, the two objectives can APC go by all the agreement, not to any other thing. No. One, now before let them get a rerun of the 2023 election. Two, now before let them get President Bio for step down and get based on the RRF forms that we then get. And as I said just now, there is no way they go heaven without die. So for we now the SLPP, the president and the government of Salone have followed the laid down laws in the constitution in the appointment of the ECSL chair. Secondly, the president have not and the government of Salone have not altered in the implementation of the unity agreement or the tripartite agreement. The implementation they go on, there's a secretariat where they function, where go look at the head, and the amendment bill there before parliament. The amendment bill, when it done, nobody knows, but election get time bound and the president is not bound wait for an amendment bill, but the president is bound by the constitution, because the president in your life in tenure in office, bound by the constitution, not the amendment.
All right, Moses, let we allow Honorable now. Honorable, I want to react to waiting Moses don't say first with regards the merry-go-round way say and then the crunch.
Yeah, because now merry-go-round, you know, for more come in all of this discussion, you keep on for the mention, say the president go follow section 32.3. Not of that one in the issue. We are talking about the integrity of the very person who involved in the 2023 election, who make Salone we observe the worst election at the history of this country. Now, the first time during the 2023 election, for the first time, within a Tale Center, we are in the try for count result, they go ahead and announce 60% result. Salone will not ever witness that kind of result today. And the people who are one of the architects for make sure say that kind of thing they happen. If the president go ahead, after we on the process for reformer, for make sure say 2028 election will not get a repeat of him, he go ahead and appoint that kind of person continuously. That not get nothing for do with violation of section 32.3. The recommendation, the tripartite report purposely now for make sure say 2028 starting from 2028 election, what happened 2020 not happen again, and we get so much gaps them will pick up. Now that make all of them things there within at the tripartite for make sure say a fine tune. Confidence good day, believing good day in the process. So when once they announce results, we'll not go back to Musa Ude. So this kind of stalemate, because the reality is APC now has an opposition. Until now, we need for convince about the outcome of that result. We not accept them. We not ever accept the outcome of that particular result. So now we try for amend. We are in trust good day in the process. Now over 2 years. Now you are talking about November for election 2028. So this now month this now March 2026, so we get almost 3 years. That are almost 3 years. Now the review of the constitution, they don't do first reading. We need the second reading, third reading pass into law. So within the next 4-5 months, all of these reviews the way done day before we saw in parliament, it go done. So within at the rush, if you really the president actually act in good faith for make sure say in the future elections, we know they will solve this. What in the rush for go ahead and appoint Edmond Sylvester Alpha? If you really want for make sure say 2028 election, it not be like 2023 election. What in really at the rush?
All right, Honorable, make I ask this question. Should your party decide to return to parliament, under which compromise stance would that be?
That's Edmond Sylvester Alpha, not to electoral commissioner.
So in the event Sylvester Alpha is not withdrawn as appointed or approved?
Trust me, they withdraw. No way, not the Edmond Sylvester Alpha, they conduct election for the people in this country in 2028. Somebody already tell you see the mess will happen in 2023. Now him back for happen in 2028. Somebody will get a track record will change 49 to 149. Somebody will don't clearly tell you say nothing will get for change. How 2023 happen? Now so it happen 2028. That kind of person you don't go allow for like you go sit there and decide the fate of this nation.
So Honorable,
I want to know one thing.
All right.
APC, no political party in this country will be bigger than now. No political party in this country will be bigger than now. APC get the number. If we want to make sure so we communicate, we anger in another way, we get that number there. But like I tell you, they continue to repeat this. APC is very peaceful.
Let's be mindful of PPRC, please.
No. I try for say if you want for protest, if you want for protest, I think we know the process what for do. Okay. For look we go on the streets, for call people for go on the streets, but not take that part there. We decide for the say what? No, we do on the peaceful way. No withdraw from governance. With the hope say the government go listen. And this na the president way they say na the father of democracy. If indeed na the father of democracy, then let it allow what we don't go agree by the tripartite. Let we go according to step by step. Where at the end of the day we go get an outcome. We go be acceptable to whenever a result is called. Whether APC win, whether SLPP win, everybody go accept say yes, no, indeed the process are followed through. Now let us think about this. Like you be rightly say, we get over 8 million people in this country. If you then say, no, we get a search and nomination committee for look we for decide whether for be electoral commissioner. Then they open the invitation. People apply. They vet everybody will apply. At the end of the day, then one in the way apply, they present 3 names to president. They say, President Luka, you appoint one per them. One, what you don't care first, trust today in the process on how they go about to appoint a particular person. All parties will be satisfied than what you don't happen. So when I go sit on a panel, so SLPP, When I go sit on a panel, they say we don't interview. Then when it done, we they see they go and dance with SLP people, they go and dance with her. Come on, but now can possibly go decide for what to happen in 2028. Edmond Sylvester Alpha, not the conduct election at this country 2028. Believe me.
All right, Honorable, before we take a quick commercial break, my ask question. Should Edmond Sylvester Alpha in appointment or approval not withdrawn at all and end up for be the one for conduct the 2028 election? The APC go contest the elections?
Edmond Sylvester Alpha, they will be doing they conduct election in 2028.
All right, the program now Unity Broadcasting Morning Show. We go take a quick commercial break, and when we come back, it's a very civil and interesting conversation inside the studio. You wait in your house, please. Let's be respectful. Some messages that are coming are not healthy. This is a civil discussion. We are not here to throw blows or hit individuals directly. We will take a quick commercial break, and we'll come back. We will put the question to we studio guests. Stay tuned.
Do you want to enjoy the much needed fiber internet facility for both home, office, and business growth? Then Fastnet Sierra Leone is your answer. Fastnet SL Limited offers you unlimited network with seamless opportunity to surf the internet anyhow with an affordable money to pay for. Our service is fast like a flash and our bandwidth is the best in Sierra Leone. With Fastnet, your internet doubt is over forever. Also with Fastnet, you will love to enjoy the world of digital reality as much as you can. We are service-oriented, customer-friendly, and we are here to give you the best out of the rest. We are located at Madungo Town, opposite Water Street off Congo Cross in Freetown. For more inquiries, you can contact us on 079-834047.
Welcome back to the program now, Unity Broadcasting Morning Shows. Moses, let's ask you this question. If you party been in a power, like in the shoe of the All People's Congress currently, in the appointment of Sylvester Edmond Alpha, where according to them, it's a questionable character, waiting the LCPP for don't do differently.
I want to make the honorable understand for say, where they talk is sweet, where they listen to yourself and other people they listen to you. See where they making exposure, I listen also, I not say nothing, right? Not to say all what they talk, I agree with them. But I have to respect a view. Not so. So do you, you're not the presenter. You need for control the program. Do you? Now, you make few things more correct and first before I come to that question. People in a salon, if una self a journalist and that side I can take una on. If a honorable member of parliament sit there and say then get the numbers, now this country pass any other political party.
That is his view. We cannot tell him it's a lie. No, that's his view, sir.
There's a difference between view and fact.
Okay.
As far as political numbers concern a salon, from 2018 to 2023, SLPP have the greater political number than any other political party. Where I say political number, people the way they of age for votes. Because people then vote in majority for SLPP. That a fact, the evidence day. People then vote in majority in 2023 for SLPP. That a fact, the evidence day. So I can take the honorable on that. Say, Lord, argue whose political party get greater number than this country. Who that in a power? Now we, from 2018 to date. That 2018 to date. So that is the fact. We know the arguer. We're going to court say for the winner. Because if we take political numbers, SLPP then greater number. So then I want deception to the people of Salou. Secondly, this country also, whether APC or any other person, not able to threaten the peace and stability of this country. Because when you come to SLPP supporters, in 1991, March 3rd, March 23rd, Nabomaru, now the SLPP stronghold, now didn't fire the first bullet. So when it comes to suffering, when it comes to resistance, when it comes to war, SLPP and the supporters don't bear the greatest gun. So SLPP, APC not the scared way. They're not the scared with nothing. Which will continue for tell with supporters and continue for tell Sierra Leoneans remain peaceful. Go about your normal business. The internal security of this country, they under tight grip of the government of Sierra Leone. Every Sierra Leonean safe. If APC use the law, for example, say they want to demonstrate, they follow all the like guided procedure, the police will provide them security and then do the demonstration or protest so they want to do. But nobody, the one they wait on August 10, 11, 12, they know what they meet. Nobody know they threaten the peace of this country. Not even APC. In fact, then are small people for threatening the peace of this country. So we as SLPP, they continue for talk to Sierra Leoneans. Go about your normal business, continue for go about your trade. You are safe, you are secure under the leadership of the SLPP government. Now to your point. SLPP don't suffer the brunt of decisions of ECSL commissioners. I'll give you example. When APC appointed Infa Ali Conte na parliament, our approach was different. We were in opposition, not so. APC appointed Infa Ali Conte. All we parliamentarians, the whole meeting, they want commodity, not for participate. You understand? They say because Infa Ali Conte had a direct family relationship with former Ernest Koroma. There were a lot of allegations. We been getting hardcore evidences. But we had two options. The SLPP parliamentarians wanted to go to Supreme Court for file a petition against the appointment of Infa Ali Conte. The parliamentarians went to a party office. The chairman there by then and former leaders, JOB, Prince Hardin, President Bio now, they all came together and say, "Una listen, let's read the constitution together." Then say watch section 32(3) and say, if we carry this matter go to court, na political suicide. You understand? We not get no headway. If we say we take political disturbances, we don't get protection. Because the law they na the other side of we. What can we do? Let's support the process, but then make sure say we put mechanisms in place as a political party for them being Infa Ali Conte for do the right thing. You understand that also? We say law not take legal action because lawyer they look the constitution and look the context within the appointment of Infa Ali Conte. We don't get the legal backing. We don't get the evidences for make sure say we file a proper petition for let the Supreme Court overturn the appointment of Infa Ali. What did we do? We go back now with party office. We sat down, we brainstorm. At the end of the day, we agree say make we support the appointment of Infa Ali Conte. The only thing, make we put election management bodies in place, streets around them. We go make sure say we continue for work with ECSL and continue for monitor them closely so that the right things go be done, so that the election go be free and fair. Went back to parliament. On that day, APC parliamentarians then surprised. Now the committee room, you understand, for the interview of Infa Ali Conte. SLPP parliamentarians championed the appointment of Infa Ali Conte. At the end of the day, what happened? When we put the right mechanisms in place, we put the right strategies in place, we spend the right resources, put the right people in place with Sabibo elections and how for monitor we vote. At the end of the day, what happened? Even when our APC appoints Infa Ali Conte, we won that election in 2018. That is what SLPP does. We plan, we strategize, we don't care. Even if Ernest Koroma be appointed in WEF in 2020, in 2018, he be appointed as ECSL commissioner. With the structure where SLPP be don't put in place, with the robustness of those structures, those strategies and the resources, and both human resource and capacity will be don't put in place, be light a lie or lie. 2018 elections will for the winner. But now look, 2023, that's another way APC put in place. At the end of the day, just for Hala say, no, we don't lose. Now SLPP is busy planning ahead of 2028. We are putting our election management bodies, we work, we follow the census process slowly, we follow the constitution amendment, we engage, we support them across the country, we mobilize and raise resources across the world for make sure say we get the financial muscle for able for launch a campaign in 2028 based on we record. We continue for deliver in all the sectors there within the country. This is what the SLPP is focused on. We are not disrupting legal constitutional processes of governing the country. We are not doing that. Now the APC is sleeping. The DEPA sleep. The lower level, the light fire per people, the host, Jagabando, we are doing all of that.
That's not the topic of discussion. Yeah.
But this is what we did. We have that question we asked. We already did it differently in 2018. The appointment of Infa Ali. We did it differently. We're not threatening the peace of this country. We're not threatening for destabilize the country. We're not threatening the country with numbers. For say SLPP, even also now, Falaba district, SLPP the controller. Konadugo district is almost 50-50. Kambia district is almost 50-50. We're not threatening now one day for say we have the numbers. Even at the north, Port Local will get up to 30% day. Tonkolili will get up to 30% day. Western area is 60-40. The entire southeast is 90% SLPP. We're not threatening all down there. We keep the peace. We talk to, we support them. Say maintain the peace. Stay peaceful. We use the laid down constitutional mechanisms. When our APC we don't set them up in the 1991 constitution, and that we use. We don't use the back door. You know they use the back door to success. Even at exam hall, if you spy, they catch you, they pull you in a door. There's no way they use the back door. No, APC, the only option they have now with the appointment, and by the way, let's tell Alliance, and you said one of the accent question there, I want you to read the constitution. Do you small?
We do. The entrenched constitution, we know whose side it is.
No, what I mean, the question we ask honorable just now,
we know.
According to the constitution, it's not necessary anymore. You know why? Edmo Alpha consultation have been done. Greater number of political parties have accented to the appointment of Edmo Alpha. It don't go through interview in parliament. The parliament don't approve them in a greater number. All this process they lay down our constitution. Wait here, Alpha, they wait no more now. Therefore, take the oath of office. Where the president they tongue and they administer the oath of office. So me and you know Edmond Alpha is the ECSL commissioner and chairman, and I get for conduct the next election of 2020. Then they not to question self.
All right, Mambu.
Because the process done though.
Honorable Kamara, now we don't see waiting. You don't waiting. Mambu don't say. Let ask your question. Then you go answer. You go make notation of waiting. You don't see anything there where the All People's Congress ready for do. Should you return to governance or return to parliament, where we go able checkmate this government so that waiting happen like where Mambu don't talk say. Then APC then may appoint Mfa Aliu, but then checkmate Mfa Aliu back to back, follow the processes. At the end of the day, they became the victor. You feel say the All People's Congress go ready for follow Edmond Alpha letter to letter in anything way they do with all the apparatus then, so that when I go get this power 2028.
Once you and look understand, I think there's never been a time when APC don't threaten the peace of this nation.
Now you do so now.
Mambo, allow him, please.
I don't tell you to look who gets a decent conversation.
This is now you beginner.
Let's
go ahead. It's okay. It's okay, Mambo.
I already know your attitude.
Mambo,
but get a decent conversation, please.
Mambo, he's already
make a statement. I'm not interrupting you. Who gets a decent conversation?
Yeah, Honorable, let's go ahead, please.
There has never been a time when APC don't threaten the peace of this nation. I'm very clear. Say APC get the number. APC are the biggest political party in this country. APC get more legal minds than any party in this country.
They use the court.
If APC want for stage a protest, we know the channels they want to go through. We know that they for right so. If we want for stage a protest, but we'll not take that route today. Since 2018, when President Bio came to governance, APC no ever call anybody for protest,
including Adebayo.
Mambu, let's go ahead. You are protected. You are protected. Go
ahead.
Yes,
people that listen, we at least for the benefits of the people
of the listeners. Yes.
Don't get a decent conversation.
Yeah, go ahead, sir.
If in a few seconds, at least be decent for that few seconds, please. Like I say just now, from 2018, APC no ever call for protest in this country. Starting from 2023, despite we get issue the elections, but from when we go parliament, I repeat it again, I make that statement say initially, we don't support the government. Almost every appointment so don't go before in a parliament. Almost every appointment. Now only one great appointment they will not ever support government by that now Edmond Sylvester Alpha. All other appointments we don't support government in. All, what's it all? Let them go check the archive. We don't support government in all. Well, if you for the first time we raise concerns, you'll get issue of this one. Somebody will not support you out of 100%, 99%. Just one say they get issued up. Really, you know, go call that person to attention. Say, okay, you don't support you all of the also. If you say get issue this one, local listing about what na issue. If you're a government, when I listing government, trust me, this government not a listing government. If you're a listing government, therefore take her from that perspective, say yes, APC has been supporting us in almost all appointments, with the exception of this one. No, we give them ace. You see this country, Fode Sanko, he become vice president of this country. By then, the 1991 constitution be their life. But because of agreements, them like them kind of when like it's tripartite, that kind of agreements here, we government they enter into, they don't say it implementable. Because any agreement where government enter into for and on behalf of these people, the people of this country, or for implement them, anyhow possible, or for make sure we implement them. And we don't enter into that kind of agreements. They say, you know what? Let us get a reform of we electional process. Let us get a reform for make sure 2028 we get a credible outcome will be acceptable. No way, no day if we go ahead with the appointment of Edmond Sylvester until we exhaust the reform before we now in parliament. Then let us get the double standard. Like I rightly say, therefore don't go enact the tripartite first in parliament. How go enact an APC they take on a parliament? No. Now the government supposed to take on a parliament. So why you think say the government only take them now? Now because in the first place, They know how to make sure say wetin dey per the tripartite is implementable. And trust me, if we go according to exactly what we don't go agree with APC, the government, and the moral guarantors them, this country will get an outcome where will be appreciable. At least let us not copy the things the way they happen in countries like Kenya, Ghana, how they conduct the election, where at the end of the day, everybody go accept, they work together as a state for the development of this nation. And we don't always ready for support the government. And we're ready for support the government, and the right thing happen.
All right, the APC be done, they checkmate the census process. So you, considering your people, your constituents, you know if you say, if you really checkmate Sylvester Edmond Alpha and all the electionary process, this could be a win for the All People's Congress, looking at the facts that when get the numbers, as you claim?
Of course, yes, we'll get the number. I think, like I say, Edmond issue is not about qualification. It's not about the legality. It's about integrity. They go in a very sensitive position. They don't go in media. They clearly tell you, say, what will be happen in 2023? We questionable. Now that same thing they go implement again in 2028. So it has to do with integrity, which means a lack the integrity for look to get people to confidence in and say go do the right thing in 2028. That man of the strong thing hold against Edmond Sylvester Alpha. A lack the integrity for look to decide the fate of Sierra Leoneans them. We want to make sure say, just like everybody knows, say the All People's Congress, now the only political party will get the love and passion for develop this country. Every major development in this country has been done by the APC. So now that's one of the reasons we make from 2018, despite plenty of things that would happen, we're not happy with. But there has never been a time when we don't right say we want for protest. Instead, for going to street and protest. Instead, we don't protest, now for make sure so we sit back, we say we know they participate. It has always been peaceful. Just like how we don't do recently again say, because of this action, we take this other action. But one thing I will tell you, the president, just like how they say now, a father of democracy, this particular issue, they go listen the concerns of the opposition. Me, I strongly get that confidence, say, the president will listen the concerns of the opposition and make sure, say, they don't administer the oath to Edmond Sylvester Alpha, so that we all go sit back in a round table. We go according to what we don't go agree on the tripartite, and at the end of the day, we will be assured for get an outcome in 2028. We will be credible, we will be acceptable, and we are in international bodies. Then they will stand out and congratulate the outcome of them and congratulate the APC after they go to win the 2028 election. All right,
Mambo, let we look at the cross-party. According to the All People's Congress, the cross-party dialogue, it don't die. We now the tripartite recommendation. So the ordinary citizens, where they watch you out there, when, according to you party, we wanna form the government, we'll begin to see this tripartite in effect.
I don't understand the question. APC say the tripartite don't die?
No, then look at the cross-party dialogue, it don't die. Because,
it don't die? The cross-party dialogue?
Yeah, how because of the recommendations. Some of the recommendations are not in place.
No,
one, the appointments of all ECSL individuals will be partake 2023, then all for resign.
No,
now the question is...
Now they know the part of the tripartite recommendation.
When that's been be part of the dialogue, peace dialogue where them be point at.
Yeah,
right?
but not in a paper. That not in a paper.
Okay, not in a paper.
No.
So when we go begin see this tripartite into effect fully?
They on. The tripartite implementation, they on. Now,
so, Honorable, before we go, this not in a paper at all, then why wanna bring her up?
Which one not in a
the
paper?
ECSL bosses all going out.
Ah, that not in
the one that we been partake into the 2023.
I think I don't make, I don't repeat, I think I don't talk over and again.
No, it's not there on paper.
No, it's not there.
What I say,
yes,
I think I don't talk over and again.
Yes,
say Edmond Sylvester Alpha in appointment, it has to do with integrity.
Okay, so let's continue. Then they
all right,
clear.
go ahead.
They're not in a paper.
Okay.
So I want to let you listener there
understand
that they clearly, okay? And they talk about what thing they don't do. You see, APC don't get respect for constitutionality at all. 4 weeks ago, we did a Cambia, the heart of Cambia. You understand? Where they get a dialogue on the appointment of the ECSL commissioner. Within Cambia people and think, but we go hold on. Not with SLPP party supporters. Now just like a town hall, you know, say Cambia and a cosmopolitan district. When we put the question, a lot of people say, but why would not the heart on our head with APC? All people, they say, but now they forget APC in this country.
Good.
We know they respect constitution. They say, oh, law start. They say, when I look the toll road, where APC carry the toll road bill na parliament, part of the agreement now be for let them make alternative road. Now hasty. They not do one. They pull her inside it, which is unconstitutional because the road between Wellington and Machaka now the only gateway by road from Freetown. So there is no way we go make that road there and subject every citizen for use that road there for pay money where alternative road not there. Even overseas where they make toll alternative routes then they not do one. They bypass the constitution.
Mambu, let's stick to the
no
topic.
sticking to the point, but you know they stick to the point.
All right, let's stick to the topic.
You know they stick to the point. And they can't to the.
When do they see this tripartite?
No, I need for reply to her.
All right.
Before they come to the point.
Go ahead, sir.
The SLPP is the only democratic party within a salon we care for protect the constitution and care for the lives of the country. Now make we will come na people's agenda. We know they can't say we can't agenda for prosperity, for put money in your pocket. Oh, no, they put money though. When a matus will they drink and say in APC we drink matus. No, we know they do that. We are people centered and we are human capital driven. For make sure say service delivery are provided to people. Now make today we infant and maternal mortality based on we intervention they all don't reduce by 75%. That is what we do. When it comes to the tripartite implementation, I don't tell you say nothing no alter. The tripartite secretariat they will go locata in the header. Go locata. We be there na the youth commission in the header. The process is ongoing. So many recommendations. Now the tripartite recommendation, the 80, is divided into several parts. You get me not so? Part the day of the tripartite arrangement when for ECSL. That work they go on. ECSL of itself they work for reform. Some of the reforms them what the tripartite call for. Some of it now for PPRC. For reform some of the electoral laws, some of the way PPRC they relate with political parties. Some of them now for change governance processes within the system. So the tripartite agreement not only focus on elections. There are so many areas where it focus on where the government of Salon and the APC and international partners they continue with the implementation. But when it comes to the appointment of Edmond Alpha, I want to let the public understand this one. The appointment of Edmond Alpha is done and dusted. These are the words of APC, done and dusted. The appointment of Edmond Alpha is done and dusted. It don't go through all the legal channel, it don't go through parliament, and there have been and parliamentary overwhelming approval, including 2 APC members of parliament joined the SLPP members of parliament for approve Edmond Alpha. 2, Edmond Alpha gets express accent by 12 political parties out of 14. 12 for reverse the decision, for reverse Edmond Alpha appointment, where then the winner. When we talk about goodwill, or we talk about good faith not they represent, not the good faith not they replace the will, the spirit of the 1991 constitution. There is no way. Let me ask Honorable few of this question. This is not legislative man. Honorable in work now for make law na parliament.
You're not supposed to ask question.
Honorable staff for make law na parliament.
All right, Moses,
let me ask this question.
No.
What you make APC members of parliament they bypass for talk about constitutionality?
Why
are they bypassing?
Let me ask this last question. Honorable, this question now for una or two now. Why should they try for random? This will be my last question for una or two. You get anything for say before I ask this last question, like a random?
Yeah,
before I ask the last question.
Yes, I think it makes statement say then they don't even improve. Though out of the context of the discussion, they say they don't improve even infant mortality and all of that. You already know say what they talk, contrary to what happen at the outside.
All right, we don't already
just clear that side.
Okay,
not just clear that side,
yes,
please. Because you make mention say they don't improve on them. How you go improve on them? We are in communities there, BB communities there, like Lumley, not even get
the numbers they show. Not to we talk the international people they get with the show.
100 bed hospital in Lumley.
The numbers they show.
For 7 years, from where they can they put it stop. They say they investigate.
The numbers they show.
How they give the contractor.
All right, let me ask you.
Lumley don't even get
the numbers they show
for medication.
Honorable member.
If we ask this question, you go be the last one go ask this question. Mambu, we don't see in the past 6 months as a political party, waiting you don't see the All People's Congress don't do very good in this past 6 months, or waiting will be an advice moving forward?
You see, where the APC now we get this country, the APC supporters they are Sierra Leoneans. The SLPP supporters we are all Sierra Leoneans. There is no other place better than home. And the peace and quiet all they enjoy so. There is no money where you go compare to them. You understand? Make both SLPP or APC with political wranglings not disturb the peace of this country. The peace of this country. Salon, the big pass we all. People don't come to SLPP or APC, they don't go. We don't get great leaders. Shaka Stevie, they don't come. They don't Momo, they don't come. Pakaba, they don't come. And we self get for pass. The destiny of this country rests on we all shoulders for make sure say we protect them. Power, no mean say. Elections, no mean say. The only credible way you win. Election can be credible way you lost. And elections all over the world, including America, there are questions to it. Look, America, now that they try for pass the voting rights bill, for make sure say they stifle because the current government believes say other the Democrats they don't rig elections in America.
Okay, Moses,
so for me,
do
make
good.
APC focus on the lower level elections. Now they go on now.
Then
because
you advise. And
yeah, they advise them.
What they don't do
no,
good?
For the past 6 months, the only thing where they don't do good. Now for make sure say they continue for disturb the peace of this country. Then I want thing where they don't do so perfectly and then good for them. And for make sure say they support them, proxy them. Then get them proxy them. Then you understand like then Zainab Sharif, Adebayo them for support them, proxy them for the disturb the peace of this country. But this is the advice we get for them. 1, focus on your lower level elections. Make sure say una complete with no confusion. And then focus on the EMBs, the election management bodies. All the committee then include the ECSL, APCDD. Then all the committee then continue for work. We'll all continue for work with the agency then they, so that we'll get a free, fair, and credible elections in 2028 and beyond. But again, we also need for no say in as much as with the protests, with the voice out views, which chapter 3 of the Constitution guarantee the human rights, freedoms of every citizens. We for understand say Salone is governed by laws. You know, then this year I was amused when I see 180 lawyers go na magistrate court na Pademba Road for try for defend the APC Secretary General. If only then 200 lawyers then they can come together and file a motion na Supreme Court for the reversal of the decision for the appointment of Edmo Alpha. Believe me, this country will be a better place because then go there instead of the kind of media or go na social media, they go now test the judiciary of Sierra Leone. They go there, then go argue the case and lay the facts before the Supreme Court of the land. Because who's Edmo Alpha appointment day now? Now one green body in a salon get the power for reversal. 1, not to 2, according to the Constitution. Now only the Supreme Court of the land. Now no more now get the power for reversal. So the only way out now, because always Edmo Alpha they wait for now for like taking oath of office. Everything where if you do legally don't go through. They only they wait now for take the oath of office when now they wait for. So the only remedy now loophole where APC gets where the Constitution provide for clearly now for make sure say then take them barrage of lawyer them we go for the Secretary General Lansana, men they take them barrage of lawyers then they and face the Supreme Court, file a petition, file a motion and challenge the appointment of Edmo Alpha based on legality. Do they have the legal standing? That I don't know. Until Honorable there.
All right, Honorable, to the question again, waiting this government, the LCPP don't do in the past 6 months were good, and waiting will be your advice to them with this appointment finally, sir?
I think the SLPP government for more than 2018 to this present time, one of the things where they strongly put at the center of everything they do now for make sure say they kill the All People's Congress. That don't be the reports in 2018 when they take over. They use all kind of names for castigate APC. I think some of them they even celebrate. One of the things they consider as part of their own success system. Now, like if they hold any APC person, the jailer, to them a success, they will celebrate about it. I don't know how they see that kind of thing there. We see how former President Ernest Kumabi handled when we take 2007. They left the ministers, most people who meet in the office, some they woke up to 6 months. That because this now by then a leader we believe say we are all Sierra Leoneans. So who said be the expecting? I may not be worried. And in 2018, SLPP who facing that same fate they go on because we are all Sierra Leoneans. But making a priority say if for jail oppositions, if for silent opposition, you will not listen to the views of opposition. This has been the trend of SLPP to this particular moment. Like I say, the president, they say a father of democracy. And the All People's Congress don't they support this government in all appointments in the parliament since we take governance. With the exception of one, I believe say important that the list will be concerns on this one. And we don't make opposition say yes, if they go through the reply, send to president when they send to we, the motion for appoint Edmond Sylvester Alpha, we will not ever take him from the letter say the president not to right. But we raise we points there, we instances there where I believe say for don't be a very good opportunity for let the president call me to attention. For look world sit. Let them understand clearly we own view. When President Kuma be one for reappoint Christian Atop, we Pakaba be the appoint. Because na Pakaba first point Christian Atop. When former President Kuma want for reappoint Christian Atop, in all right letter I give conditions say within 3 days when I reply me. Because every party they all go sit down at State House. And in a proper consultation. He did that. Not only they already mandate to say within 3 days that for reply. All they did, they don't get a mindset. We see the interview session for Edmond Sylvester Alpha, the entire panel, not just SLPP, MPs and they sit down at the entire panel. So you want to tell me say now SLPP, now they normally decide the fate of this nation?
Mohamed Bangura and Thompson was there.
No, they were never there during the interview session. They were never there. Mohamed Bangura and Thompson never did it. And Mohamed Bangura and Thompson, they stand as suspense members of the APC. So you know they continue for use them with the pretext say it justify your action.
All right, so the program now Unity Broadcasting Morning Show. Plenty thank you to we studio guests. It has been a good conversation, even though something. So
now I say the president is father of democracy. So we strongly convinced back say they will list the way at least for this one out of all my own support for approving a parliament for we don't descend. They must list the way and make sure say Edmond Sylvester Alpha and not be the chief electoral commissioner for conduct the 2028 election because it already clearly tell me say if they get opportunity for conduct them, what will happen in 2023 now in back we go do in 2028 will not go be good for the
so go back and talk to the 12th registered political party. So
I want to tell plenty thank you to everybody.
All right, the program now Unity Broadcasting Morning Show. We go read few text messages we come. It's a real rush messages. I go just go through few. I will read just 2 text messages and 1 WhatsApp. Then I will go to few Facebook messages. Honorable, this is very good submission. Let Sylvester Alpha take the back seat so that this country can see peace in the 2028 general elections. My advice to the All People's Congress is to stay off all media houses. If the party is boycotting the Parliament, there should also be a boycott to media. All media houses, so that this government can feel that we are displaced. That is my humble advice. How I wish the political parties who went and appoint and approve Edmond Sylvester Alpha will rethink again and write to presidents to withdraw the appointment. Bravo to the studio guests. The confrontation was minimal, but I enjoyed the conversation and I love it. Hopefully, if you guys boycott, we will not be seeing this kind of conversation again. That's come up from Joseph. Mary from Bose, indeed, okay, I'm not going to use that word. To the All People's Congress, if they want to be in power, can we all put our egos down? Concentrate on the ball, put our eggs in one basket, cross our I's and T's, and be sure that we come to power 2028. Please, my humble advice is coming back to Parliament, be involved in the governance issues, and see that it is a good thing to go along with. Thank you very much, my dear brother, for your good submission. I will just read that too because I get a whole lot now. The Facebook. Mr. Minister explained the good governance has done, sir. God bless Honorable Nice Guy for saying the truth. Honorable Nice Guys, Nice Guy is talking about the issues like Moses talking lies. Mr. Nobody No Jail Opposition. Moses, the SLPP government approved the appointment of Alpha. Can you clearly explain the criteria used in selecting him? I love this, Moses Mambu, giving the public. Okay, I will not read that one. Amazing, Honorable Mahmoud Kamara. Does the APC reject the appointment entirely, or are there specific legal and procedural flaws you are challenging? International body with what will they do? Suit our constitution, so go by our country's constitution, not international community. People will never understand the hardship APC impose on the people. They, okay, I will not further read that. Yes, toll road was not necessary. They should have done new road and put toll. All right, this the critics argued that the appointment appears political influence. What concrete advice can you provide to demonstrate this independence? Madam, okay, with all what Honorable Kamara is saying, if the government decides to go by the APC will accept defeat, and they are not appeared for 2028 elections for the above reason. They are foreseeing defeat. The only option is to create tension. Mark Linus will not. They always depend on telling lies, propaganda. Oh, APC anyway na way. But let me ask the APC members of parliament, how could we, the Sierra Leoneans, believe that the APC are credible enough to win elections in 2028? How could they convince us? Because we have had too much of APC saying that Samora would take over Mada Bill. Nothing happens, and even the lower level elections, we are seeing their actions, stealing ballot boxes. All right, I will not read that one. For the APC, una only accept elections where una win by mistake or by cancelling SLPP votes in the southeast. Please play the clip for the benefit of the guests and the viewers, because Edmond Alpha said 2028 will be elections like all other elections, including 2012, 2018, 2023. So we go stop for that. The messages are so much trooping in. Maybe we'll not go find time for go through. These are some of the things. Disclaimer, we do not have the clip for Sylvester Alpha in statement, because not so we asked that question. Now Honorable will bring her up, but we go look out for that particular clip and keep an eye archives anytime such discussion come up, so we go plan for Una. Yes, I will start with you, Honorable sir.
Yeah, somebody ask what we go convince for sure say we're not ready for win 2028 election. The APC na party will get sorry for the people of this country. We don't show them in several ways. Now, one of the reasons we make when we begin our governance, we're sorry for the people. We know the economic situation of the people of this country. We decide for subsidize school fee, college fees to students them, where they just be they pay 2.5. But when you get a system where they now, we not get sorry for the people of this country. We not get the understanding of what people they go to. Then it's until 10,000. APC gets sorry at for the people of this nation. Now that make will be the subsidized fuel to a point of bring and down to 6 leons per litre. But when you get a government, we not get that kind of sorry at they withdraw that one, they raise them up on 30,000. So yes, APC prepare for make sure so we take governance in 2028. Now that make, if you wanna see the level of peace we currently go on in lower level election. You see the SLPP lower level election, how many houses is there born? We only get few, because few discrepancy now happen between lower level. That don't show you the level of composure and how we don't prepare for take governance in this country. Say APC, the other person say APC will only accept election. We now they win. No, I think the Qatar Center, there's a question the outcome of the 2023 election. And these are credible institutions them. These are American-based organization. We see the European Union. Let's have question the transparency and the outcome of the 2023 election. We see the National Elections Watch, new. Let's have get them position very clear on the outcome and transparency of the 2023 election. So not to like say na APC, no more we get issue with them. If all of them bodies and they begin credence to that particular outcome of that election day, if only APC na the one way we get issue with them, then people will be justifiable for saying we only problem in this country. APC love, they're passionate. Like I say, APC don't invest so much to the development of this country. Every major institution we see, now APC put them up. We not go one for be seen, then at the picture, the things they will don't invest and bring and candle.
Okay, Honorable, somebody they ask if we get for boycott all media houses for long or no.
I think if they make a decision, APC is an institution. Not to make a storm and make that decision. Now institution. The institution, if we reach to that point, they go make that decision and communicate them. So we not reach that side yet. It's important that we can media let the public understand we plight who they go to. Let the public understand how this government they push you in the corner. It's better for local can see them. Just like how they push you in the corner, they go form a committee when associate SLPP, they say they go interview electoral commissioner, where later they pass routine themselves where they pass them, then the day before they see also the bunch of SLPP, they go and celebrate, possibly they expect say for being number one in terms of neutrality, because they go announce and decide the fate of this country in an upcoming election. So definitely we'll not go do anything as a party. We go bring rank. We believe in the peace and stability of this nation. Now that make I tell you say the president we then say na father of democracy, this particular one again for Listiwi, and I repeat again Yaso. Say Edmond Sylvester Alpha no get for conduct in the 2028 election because they go Listiwi and make sure say they do the needful.
All right. Moses, you don't hear me waiting, Honorable Don reply to the messages. So the messages that we can, any response?
Yes. The first response is APC spent on its 11 uninterrupted years than this country.
Not 11 years, not 10.
What did they end up?
Not 11 years. APC for 10 years. No longer this deception.
Mommy, not to me get the floor.
Now 10 years.
Mommy, let me get the floor.
All right.
No correct that side.
Okay, we go do that clarification where it done.
Mommy, let me get the floor.
Yes, go ahead.
APC spent.
Apologies for that. Yeah, go ahead.
APC spent 11 uninterrupted years than this country. 10, then they add 1. Because of the time we Ernest Koroma declare for the next elections in 2018. So they spend 11 uninterrupted years, which they end up with now for bringing rotten chicken, with all the fastest growing economy in 2012. Now before bringing austerity and rotten chicken from Lebanon. They bring rotten chicken where people they go get up now for junction.
Better than this push in
2012.
Way better than this push.
Mommy, am I protected?
Go ahead, sir.
Am I protected?
Yes, go ahead, sir.
In 2012, they declare we the fastest growing economy. Now where you bank don't go red, you the toss for able for pay salary. When we come, we don't remove we country day. We don't ever pay nobody using bank overdraft. We APC be the use. So outside the country day today, where APC come, they meet a gallon of fuel 3,000. You understand? We may say a liter of fuel because now the new generation understand. Where APC can they meet a liter of fuel 1 litre. By the time they left on 30,000 because now 5 litre now make 1 gallon. Then take a 3,000 per gallon. By the time they left on 30,000 per gallon. That's why APC left the fear. Where they meet on 3,000. Today where APC be in a power na 250,000 begin to be the go school. Today na 3.9 million because we pull the barrier to access. Beginning the access education now. Daily today. We Minister of Finance don't win. Now the Africa Global Magazine, the best finance minister for fiscal policy after a problem in an economy.
We are responding to messages,
not
something about Minister of Finance.
Okay,
so let's respond to the messages.
Win the best minister 2026.
Yeah, let's respond to the
based
messages.
on fiscal and economic policy they all don't put in place. We make our GDP don't go to this level and it's projected more. We only hope that the Iran war go down quick one. So to the messages them, one level rest assured say the appointment of Edmond Alpha is not in the favor of any political party. If we are more scared of that appointment than the APC.
Why SLPP
because
celebrate with her?
We are SLPP not
celebrate with Edmond Alpha.
No, I beg. That you go na court.
If you celebrate with Edmond Alpha.
All right, Mambu, let's round up. Time don't ready a bit with sir.
The appointment of Edmond Alpha not in anybody interest. If we more scared than the APC with Edmond Alpha, because Edmond Alpha don't they now that ECSL day we don't lose elections. They don't sit on here and stand at top. They rogue we Then council where Christian Atop not get no power inside the laws for council 477, almost the entire district. Christian Atop councillor just for give a second term to an Eskroma. Edmond Alpha was sitting right there. So for we more scared of Edmond Alpha than the APC. But one of the things we good at now SLPP, now for make sure say we honor how we vote. For make sure say we put a robust and stringent election management bodies in place. For make sure say every vote is counted. Every vote we belong to the SLPP is counted. Not only counted, we'll make sure say that vote they will protect them. So that if now we win, the whole world will see and say now we win. Instead of we play in the poll, out of the poll, like how APC they do for the blow hot and the blow cold, make we all come together. And with regards the interview in Parliament, the APC, part of the appointment committee, APC did it. Now they choose not for go to Parliament on the appointment committee. I want me la clear down, they let the public understand. Now APC under the young evolution choose not for go to the appointment committee and conduct the interview. Nobody not stop them. Now they self say they're not the good. So the appointment committee, according to the standing orders and the constitution of Salone, again for go ahead because they meet the threshold. They form they can call a form quorum. The numbers will be there, they form the quorum where the constitution and the standing orders permit for make them go ahead with the interview of all the appointees. In fact, not to Edmond Alpha no more. There were so many other appointees where they did the APC choose for go out. For we now the SLPP, I know say you don't look one movie where they call Marlene. Where the film they begin, they say at one particular point the destiny of a whole generation rests on the shoulder of one man, and that man is called SLPP. We have been through a lot as a country. When they talk to Sierra Leone and them, may they understand say SLPP understand also we don't come out, and that we SLPP laid the foundation from 1996 to 2002, laid the foundation to the peace so they enjoy so today. That peace they we will protect our to life. We SLPP we ready for lay with life down for protect that
all
peace.
right, Mambu.
Make every Sierra Leonean know say this country go remain peaceful. Edmond Alpha is the one who is going to conduct the 2028 election. Dande is
all right.
The APC
Mambu, we have to go.
So make we all know Dande.
All right. It has been a great opportunity with we great studio guest, Honorable Mahmood Kamara. Now, it represents the Western area as Member of Parliament, now the Sierra Leone Parliament, and also Moses Mambu, we in at the PRO for the Sierra Leone People's Party, understands. We discuss the topic, Edmond Alpha in appointment, and the stance where both political parties hold the views. Plenty thank you to Una we send Una messages. I appreciate Una all because without Una we're not able to get messages for read. And to my studio engineer David Harding, Afrekpewa, and Mary will also be part of this program. And to be able to producer Suleiman Best Jallo. Plenty thank you to Una all. My name is Elizabeth Kefuigembe. Good morning and bye.
Unity Broadcasting Television don't come for unify, sensitize, and inform Salon people home and abroad. Unity Broadcasting TV don't come.
For developments now we country see.
Unify, sensitize, and inform we all.
For developments now we nation Salone.
Unity Broadcasting TV don't come.
For developments now we country see.
Unify, sensitize, and